Right, Jens. So we need to start configuring this OSPF. We're going to configure OSPF on this router and this MPLS router. So all of these interfaces, they're going to participate in OSPF, including this interface 03 for MPLS, and on headquarter router, because we are using this as internet connection to our ISP. So on this interface, we're gonna use default route, and only interface 0/0, we're going to run the OSPF. And then we're gonna advertise this route to OSPF. So let's start with the headquarter router configure, and then we need to use the command router OSPF, and then give the process number, it could be any number. And now, as we don't need to run any of the other interfaces, so we can say passive interface default to all of these interfaces, and then just we say no passive interface Ethernet 0/0. So only this interface will take part in our OSPF. Then we need to advertise this network and this network onto our, and including this network to access. All right, so we're gonna do network, and then 192.168.101.0, and then wildcard mask on 0.0.0.3, and area we're going to use 0. So if you remember, if you know a OSPF, how we advertise the network, we give the network um, part of the network, and then we give the wildcard mask. And this 3 means 0 means exactly 192.168.101.000, and 3. So 3 is only because we are on /30, so only we need to allow 4 IP address. So 3 from 0 to 3 is going to allow only 4 IP address of this network. Then similarly, we need to do on dot 191 191.101.0.3, and then the area 0, and then finally the network we're going to do is for our vBond controllers 191.191.1.0, and then 0.0.0. It's going to be 15. As we know, this is our /28, so altogether 16 IP addresses will be allowed. Right, so that's it. And now let's go to our MPLS router. Here we're going to configure T, then again router OSPF, and then process 100. And all of these interfaces going to take part in our OSPF. So we're going to advertise all of these subnets on 2 and 3 and 4 for all of these our 4 sites. So it's going to be network, and then 192.168.101, which is this subnet dot 0, and again 0.101.0, 0.0.3 is going to be the subnet mask 0, and then You can see we have our adjacencies coming up. We should have this on. Yep. So neighborship has come up. Now we need to advertise the other subnets. 3. These ones. 103 dot area 0. Then 104. Then it's going to be 105. And finally 106. Save the config for both of them. Now we should have all of these routes available. Show IP route. Right, so we have for our headquarter, we can quickly check here as well. Show IP route. Right, we can see on our MPLS router, we have a route for our controllers, and on our headquarter router, we have all of these routes: 104, 103, and 105, 106. So now, from my vManage, I should be able to ping. All right, so this is our vManage. Then ping 192.168.103.1. Yes, we can reach there. So what I did, I pinged from vManage all the way to this interface. So if we can reach to this interface, then we should be able to reach to our vEdge as well. All right, so we have now the reachability for our MPLS. So let's now onboard our one of the edge for our site. For our site 2, let's onboard this. I'm going to turn on start this one and then show you how we can do the onboarding and the basic configuration, the manual configuration, so that we can bring this on to our fabric.